Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to the 120th Basic graduating class. Thank you very much for being here. I would like to ask everyone to rise for the posting of the colors, the national anthem sung by Officer Emma Irwin of the Springfield Police Department. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Good morning and welcome. My name is Ken Hawkins. I'm the Deputy Director here at the Academy. I would like to extend our thanks and welcome to all of the families and friends, officers, agency heads, council members, Attorney General Charity Clark, for coming to the 120th Basic graduation. The Academy owes a huge thank you to all the supporting members of the state, county, municipal agencies who provide so many of the instructors, training assistants, and staff for the 120th. Along with them, a personal thank you to the staff of the Academy, all of whom put in countless hours of instruction, overnights, scenarios, mentorship. We all thank the kitchen staff, because you have to thank the kitchen staff. And all the maintenance personnel who do so much with so little. We cannot do this without you. Now I'd like to introduce the basic training coordinators who had the most to do with the 120th getting across the line. TC Chris Bataille, TC Adam Mirak, and TC Daniel Pennington will be calling in the graduating members of the 120th Basic class.
Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me? There we go. Good morning, everybody. It's not working, is it? I have a very loud voice. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you all for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to bring in the 120th Basic class for police professionals.
Class, forward, march! Halt. Ready, face.
On August 4th of this year, this group of men and women responded to their very first police call. It was not dispatched over a radio or from a phone. As every good police officer does, they heard there was trouble, in this case a career in policing with all of its struggle, difficulty, and danger. But instead of running away, they ran directly towards it, across a parking lot, towards a bunch of decidedly unfriendly training assistants. They recognized the need for a few citizens who will serve their communities, to bring order to disorder, to help those who cannot help themselves, to keep their communities safe, and they responded. These men and women entered the field of policing at a time where holding each other accountable has become more important than ever, and where many people have avoided this profession altogether, leading to nationwide staffing shortages. They could not have been successful in this process without all of you, the family, friends, and loved ones who they left home each week. While I can promise you they were not relaxing, they have missed birthdays, anniversaries, school events, sports games, and more. Thank you all very much for loaning them to us and for taking care of things at home while they have been gone. Please take them back now. The agency leaders in this room know how hard it is to recruit police officers these days. It is hard to attract people to a career which involves nights, weekends, holidays, and danger of all kinds. Lucky for us, there are still a few folks willing to make the sacrifice. Good people who derive their rewards from doing the right thing and helping others. Leaders who don't run away from danger but run directly towards it so they can be a part of the solution. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the latest team of men and women who have stepped up when others wouldn't, the 120th basic class of the Vermont Police Academy.
Ready, face! Forward, march! Go left, go left, go left, right, left, go left, go left, go left, right, left, go left, go left. Group, halt! Ready, face! Take seats.
All right, let's pin some badges. As the members of the 120th are called to receive their certificates, the family and friends who will be pinning badges may proceed to the front of the gym to take photos and pin their badges, right up here in front of me. Please hold your applause until all the certificates have been awarded.
Come on, feet.
First up, Officer Andrew Bird of the South Burlington Police Department. Pinning his badge will be his father, Jeff Bird. Trooper Zachary Cuno with the Vermont State Police. Pinning his badge will be his fiancée, Hannah Nugent. Officer Sadush Arora with Woodstock Police. Pinning his badge will be his friend, Officer Anthony Randall from Hampton County Sheriff's Department. Trooper Craig Negrin with the Vermont State Police, and pinning his badge will be his mother, Eunice Negrin. Trooper Matt Salazar with the Vermont State Police. Pinning his badge will be his mother and father, Tamara and Tavo Salazar. Officer Ursi Dinsey with Essex Police Department. Pinning her badge will be Deputy Bruce Bakos. Officer Zachary Lopez of the Brattleboro Police Department. Pinning his badge will be retired Officer John Deasy. Officer Kelsey Nanatovich of the Hartford Police Department. Pinning her badge will be Chief Constance Kelly.
Team one, ready, face. Take seats.
Trooper Cody Carneheimer with the Vermont State Police, and pinning his badge will be his wife, Sarah Yates. Officer Ryan Hannon with Morristown PD. Pinning his badge will be his wife and son, Bonnie and Henry Hannon, his mother and father, Bill and Rhonda Hannon, and his mother-in-law, Beverly Stinson. Trooper Kyle Gorman with Vermont State Police. Pinning his badge will be his father, Richard Gorman, and his mother, Michelle Lavoie. Officer Connor Trevitz with Milton Police. Pinning his badge will be his parents, Jessica and Adam Trevitz, and his brother, Nick Trevitz. Trooper Benjamin Prandini with the Vermont State Police. Pinning his badge will be his girlfriend, Abby Farnham. Officer Emily Yant with South Burlington Police. Pinning her badge will be her brother, Officer Caleb Moore, and her father, Mark Yant. Trooper Tyler Breen with Vermont State Police. Pinning his badge will be his parents, Thomas and Susan Breen. Officer Emma Irwin with Springfield Police. Pinning her badge will be her wife, Rowan Irwin, and her son, Quinn Richard.
Three. Ready, face.
Trooper Bodie Toll with Vermont State Police. Pinning his badge will be his wife, Blaine Toll. Trooper Jacob Shores with Vermont State Police. Pinning his badge will be his mother, Jessica Lange, and his father, Kevin Lange. Trooper Kevin Ray with Vermont State Police. Pinning his badge will be his wife, Samantha, daughter, Morgan, and son, Keegan. Trooper Katie Finn with the Vermont State Police. Pinning her badge will be her parents, Rebecca and Sean Finn. Officer Robert Welch with Essex Police Department. Pinning his badge will be his parents, Robert and Teresa Welch. Officer Abraham Kanda Olmsted with the South Burlington Police Department. Pinning his badge will be his father, Gregory Olmsted. Officer Nick Chegwidden with Stowe Police. Pinning his badge will be his girlfriend, Stephanie Burlow.
Team three. Ready, face. Team four on your feet. Ready, face.
Officer Ethan Miller with Montpelier Police. Pinning his badge will be Samantha O'Connell. Trooper James LeBlanc with Vermont State Police. Pinning his badge will be his brothers Dan and Lucas LeBlanc. Officer Sawyer Grattan with Colchester Police. Pinning his badge will be his wife Cheyenne and his daughters Layla and Haven. Officer Haven Taderick with Winhall Police. Pinning his badge will be his father, Vincent Taderick, his brother, Darian O'Neill, and Corporal Duca. Trooper Caden Lockwood with Vermont State Police. Pinning his badge will be his mother, Hillary Lockwood. Trooper Sean Mulderry with Vermont State Police. Pinning his badge will be Emily Mulderry and Victoria Mulderry.
Ready, face. Take seats.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to invite Attorney General Charity Clark to present the oath of office to the 120th. We ask that all officers please stand to reaffirm your oaths.
On your feet.
On my honor, I will never betray my badge, my integrity, my character, or the public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will always maintain the highest ethical standards and uphold the values of my community and the agency I serve.
Present. On.
TC Adam Murak will now present individual awards to members of the 120th Basic Class.
Good morning. The highest academic achievement award. This award will be presented by Sheriff Jennifer Harlow of Orleans County. This award is given to the member of the graduating class who earns the highest grade point average. The grades include the scores from all blocks of instruction, criminal law, motor vehicle law, crash investigation, patrol procedures, and use of force. The winner of the highest academic achievement for the 120th Basic Class is Trooper Benjamin Prandini, Vermont State Police, who attained an average of 95.76 and will receive a $500 gift certificate from the Vermont Sheriff's Association. We'll give it to him back. This one right there on top. The Director's Award. This award will be presented by Chief James Pompreon of the Berlin Police Department on behalf of the Vermont Chiefs of Police Association. It is given to the member of the 120th who demonstrates exceptionally high levels of the 10 core values as determined by the training staff, particularly leadership, professionalism, discipline, and teamwork. The winner of the Director's Award is the distinguished honor graduate of his or her basic class. Their selection reflects great credit upon themselves, their department, and the Vermont police community in general. The winner will receive a $500 gift certificate from the Vermont Association Chiefs of Police. The winner of the Director's Award for the 120th Basic Class is Trooper Katie Finn, Vermont State Police. The Mike Galvin Award. This award is named after Lieutenant Mike Galvin of the Vermont State Police, whose efforts and dedication during the 1970s and 80s greatly increased the levels of both training and professionalism of all police officers throughout the state of Vermont. Given to the member of the graduating class who earns the highest combined total score in marksmanship and on the firearms use of force final exam. This individual scored 395 of a possible 400 points on the range. qualification, and final exam, demonstrating outstanding knowledge and proficiency. The winner of the 120th Galvin Award is Trooper Craig Negrin, Vermont State Police. Top Driver Award. The Top Driver Award is presented to the recruit by Instructor Sergeant Nate Hayes and TC Daniel Pennington. It goes to the student who scores the highest in their ability to complete the driving standard exercises, which includes a 275 cone exercise with the best time with 0 cones struck, in addition to the final written exam. The 120th Top Driver Award is given to Trooper Tyler Breen, Vermont State Police, with a test score of 95 and a final run time of 49 seconds with 0 cones struck. The Eugene Giotti Award. At this time, I'd like to ask Alessandra Giotti to join us at the table. This award is presented to the member of the graduating class in memory of the Inspector Gene Giotti of the Vermont Department of Liquor Control, who was killed while on duty in 1989 after serving over 28 years in Vermont law enforcement. The Giotti Award is significant because the recipient is selected by his or her classmates as opposed to the members of the training staff. The winner of the Giotti Award was selected by the class based on his or her levels of honesty, motivation, and teamwork. This award was presented by Alessandra Giotti, granddaughter of Eugene Giotti. The winner of the Eugene Giotti Award for the 120th Basic Class is Trooper Benjamin Prandini, Vermont State Police. Good work. The Rod Pulsifer Instructor Award. Given to the full-time basic class instructor who excels in demonstrating subject matter, expertise, professionalism, dedication, and a great commitment to ensuring that students learn and understand the material presented. The winner of the award is selected by members of the basic class. The winner of the Instructor Award for the 120th Basic Class is Motor Vehicle Law Instructor Sergeant Paul Locke, Milton Police Department. The Ebenhausen Memorial Award. The Ebenhausen Memorial Award is presented by Emily Lineoff of the Vermont Canine Association in memory of fallen officer Jessica Ebenhausen of Rutland City Police Department. Officer Ebenhausen demonstrated a true passion for law enforcement and canine tactics. She aspired to become a canine handler before she tragically lost her life in the line of duty on July 7, 2023. In her honor, this award is presented to the graduating recruit who has demonstrated exemplary skills in the field of patrol procedures. This award recipient has achieved the highest level overall scores on the patrol procedures final exam in all 12 of the final scenarios. The final scenarios encompass facets such as canine tactics, mental health, domestic violence, and de-escalation techniques. The recruit who has excelled in all these areas with an overall final scenario score of 96.8 is Trooper Katie Finn of the Vermont State Police. The Vermont Police Canine Association will be presenting Trooper Finn with a gift card of $500 and the hope that she will one day take up the challenge of becoming a K-9 team member. The Vermont Attorney General's Award for Academic Excellence in Domestic Violence Response is presented by Vermont Attorney General Charity Clark and Academy Domestic Violence Training Coordinator Jennifer Furpo. This award is given in acknowledgement that domestic violence calls are among the most complex, dangerous, and emotionally charged matters that an officer is asked to respond in our community. This award is in the recognition that learning and practicing exceptional police response to incidents of domestic violence is critical in upholding the values of law enforcement's commitment to protecting the most vulnerable. Responding to the needs of those experiencing domestic violence with care and skill is a top priority for maintaining a justice system that is safer, more responsive, and more compassionate for all those who call for help. This honor is given to the recruit who averaged the highest score in the Academy's domestic violence course after calculating homework grades, DV quiz grades, and final DV scenario grades. The recruit who scored the highest in this category are Troopers Benjamin Prandini and Trooper Katie Finn of the Vermont State Police. Congratulations to all the award winners, and a very sincere thank you to all the dedicated training assistants, instructors, and volunteers. We cannot do this without you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce the president of the 120th Basic Class, Trooper Benjamin Prandini, Vermont State Police.
Good morning. I asked a number of people what this speech should include, and nearly everyone said the same thing. Just keep it short. Not terribly encouraging, but I will try to keep this to 5 minutes. So, timekeeper? 5 minutes. There's a quote from a Dostoevsky novel which reads, "If you want to overcome the whole world, overcome yourself." The human experience is defined by an age-old conflict between order and chaos, between feelings of security and insecurity, between the known and the unknown. We fear what we don't know and what we can't predict. We fear being powerless, ignorant, and vulnerable to victimization. To overcome the world means to live freely. To overcome the world means to live without fear. And the world, filled as it is with uncertainty, danger, and the unpredictable, gives us much to fear. Given this fear, we are all faced with two options. The first option is to simply submit to our fear and to engage in evil. In response to fear and insecurity, many try to take a shortcut by resorting to deception and coercion. If we fear being judged for our shortcomings, we can just lie. If we fear financial uncertainty, we can just steal. And if we fear being powerless and vulnerable, we can resort to violence and intimidation. This path tends to be, in the short term, the easier option. It requires neither courage nor discipline. It is an attempt to avoid our own fears and insecurities rather than overcoming them. Instead, this option only creates distrust and discontent between neighbors. This option produces within our society more of the same insecurity that the perpetrator is trying to overcome. This path seems easy, but its effect on the world is invariably destructive. The second option is to overcome yourself. This option takes longer, is more difficult, and will always attract resistance from those who choose the first option. It is also the more honorable option. To overcome yourself means acting courageously, to do what is right despite your own fear. To overcome yourself means working through your own insecurities, to refuse to let feelings of vulnerability prevent you from treating others with respect. And to overcome yourself means accepting the fact that there will always be situations that you can neither predict nor control. Evil does not merely arise from the temptations around us. It arises from the misguided responses to our own insecurities. And acting morally isn't simply an avoidance of evil. Acting morally is, instead, the steadfast faithfulness to deeply held principles. That is to say, it is not the world that must be overcome, but our own reactions to the world. For the past 16 weeks, we, the members of the 120th Basic Class, have been learning to consistently choose the second option. This begins with the 10 core values, each of which requires subordination of the self to a higher principle. The core value of integrity requires doing what's right, even if no one would see you take a shortcut. The core value of respect requires treating others well, even when they treat you poorly. This choosing of the second option extends to the day-to-day activities of all 16 weeks. The Academy progressively guides recruits towards a more difficult but more honorable path. This begins with a bag dump of day one, where the goal is to simply keep your composure and accomplish simple tasks in a stressful situation. As the weeks go by, you are expected to perform increasingly well under stress and pressure. Towards the end of the Academy, constant self-discipline is expected, as you check every sock in your drawer and every button of your uniform for the 100th time with as much diligence as the first time. The tasks were often tedious and the outcome was nearly always uncertain. But the point of these exercises was often not the completion of the task itself. The point was to consistently choose diligence over complacency, and courage over cowardice. It may be tempting to complain about remedial PT or a tossed rack or a hair in the sink that you swear wasn't there after you cleaned, but there is a purpose to this process. The Vermont Police Academy provides 16 weeks of practice in choosing the more difficult but more honorable path. Consistently taking the more honorable path is crucial for the profession we have chosen. The legitimacy of law enforcement relies on its individual agents doing not what is easy or comfortable, but doing what is right. We must be prepared to push through fear and overcome uncertainty. We must be prepared to take the honorable path despite pressure to take the easier path. We are expected to overcome ourselves for the greater good of our communities. For our struggle is not only with the evils of the world, but with our own reactions to those evils. If you want to overcome the evils of the world, you must overcome yourself. On behalf of the 120th, thank you to all of the staff of the Vermont Police Academy. Thank you to those who came down and volunteered your time to share your knowledge and wisdom with our class. And thank you to all of our loved ones for all of the support, patience, and strength that has been required of you for the past 16 weeks. Not only could we not do this without you, but without you, we would have no reason to. Thank you.
Thank you, Trooper Prandini. 120, at orientation, I commended you all for choosing a difficult career and told you that you would be challenged here. You met that challenge and are prepared for the next step, more training. But today is your reward for the hard work so far. Remember that your career reward will be the satisfaction of knowing that you did everything you could to make your community safe. Understand that for us as a profession, it is not most important that we go home safe at the end of our shift. It's that the people we serve are safe in our state and in our communities. That we must stand ready to sacrifice for those who depend on us to do so. This is what it means to serve as a guardian. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the indoor portion of our ceremony. Please join us outside as the 120th lowers the flag out front for the last time. After lowering the flag, light refreshments will be served in the classroom at the back left in the gym. In the classroom, back left of the gym. Thank you for attending today's ceremony.
Dumpster fire 18. Your left, your left, your left, right, 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 left. Your left, your left, your left, right, left. Mark time, mark. Detail, halt. Ready, face. Flag detail, fall out. Act close, centerfolds, dress right, dress. Ready, front, cover. Present, detail, attend, present, arms. Order, order, arms. Got on. Post.
Class, good morning, class!
Sir, good morning, sir!
Today marks the end of the first chapter in each of our stories. On day one, we came in as 33 individuals. And through the course of our long journey, the 29 of us prove what resilience, dedication, and teamwork can do. Today, we leave here as a family forged by blood, sweat, and tears, tested by fire, sharpened by perseverance, and cherished through our triumph and glory. I'm proud to call each and every one of you my brothers and sisters. Class 120, congratulations. But remember, the standard doesn't drop. Stay ready, stay sharp, and most importantly, stay safe.
Class, for the final time, what is your motto?
Don't lose your bearing!